Guys, this is Miss Smith. I'm going to be doing practice 8A and B with you for your word study this week. All right, so part A, remember you have sentences that you need to fill in the blank with the correct vocabulary word. So number one, I didn't know who to send a thank you note to because the gift was blank. All right, so if we look at our list of words over here, if you don't know who to send something to because the gift was blank, that's going to be talking about something that is anonymous. You don't know who it's from. All right, number two, the protest became blank once the police arrived. All right, so if we're looking at our list of words here, I'm going to go ahead and mark out anonymous since we've already used it. So the only one here that really works for what would happen during a protest would be the word hostile. All right, number three, what does the blank FBI stand for? All right, so we're looking at this right here and figuring out what that is referred to as. So out of these choices we have with our words, we know that that is not actually the words of FBI. It's just the acronym. It's letters that stand for the words that make up that title. So this one is acronym. Number four, my grandmother received excellent care at the blank. All right, so if I'm looking at these words that I have, the only one here that's really going to make sense, you're going to receive care at a hospital. All right, number five, I will look up a blank for that word in the thesaurus. Okay, well, if we are looking up words in a thesaurus, we know that we are looking up words that are similar to the one we are using. So in this case, we're going to use the word synonym. Okay, number six, I took my sister's teddy bear as my blank until she finished my chores. Okay, so if you're taking something from your sister, you're keeping it until she does something you need her to do. You are keeping that teddy bear as a hostage. It means you are not letting her have it until she does what you've asked her to do. Okay, number seven. My real name is Dan Smith, but when I write stories, I go by the blank Zeb Zanders. Okay, so we're looking for a word here that's talking about having a different name than what you actually have. You're using something to kind of make people not know exactly who you are. So in this case, we are using the word pseudonym. All right, number eight. My aunt is very blank. When we stayed at her house, she made us breakfast and dinner every day. All right, so if you have someone who is doing things for you, like making breakfast and dinner, letting you stay at their house, that's going to be the word hospitable. All right, number nine, the words hospitable and hostile are blank. All right, and I realize that I have just marked off one of the words we did not use. We used acronym, not the word antonym. So in this case, we have hospitable, which means you're helpful, take care of people, you're welcoming. Hostile would be the exact opposite. So that's going to be the word antonym. And number 10, the blank are underlined. I took a bow after my performance. I sat on the bow of the boat. All right, so we have the word bow and bow. So same word, but they are used differently. They have different meanings, but the same pronunciation. So those are examples of homonyms. All right, now we're going to move on to practice B. So remember, these are our yes or no questions. We treat them like true or false. So number 1, the author of the Harry Potter series is anonymous. Well, we know that that's not true because we know who the author is. It's not someone hiding their name. So this one's going to be no. Number 2, a hostile environment is uncomfortable. Well, we know that a hostile environment is going to be an environment you really don't want to be in. There's a lot of tension that's taking place. So that would be a yes. Number 3, synonyms are words that are spelled the same. All right, well, we know based on talking about synonyms that these are words that have the same meaning, not the same spelling. So this one's going to be no. Number 4, a hospital is a place for rest and healing. Well, that would be yes, because you go to a hospital to rest and to heal or get better. Number 5, the words run and sprint are homonyms. All right, well, these have a similar meaning, but they're not spelled the same way. So that would not be an example of a homonym. Number 6, a hostage is a close friend. Well, that's probably not going to be true. You're not going to have a hostage as someone you are actually friends with, because you would not be friends any longer if you held someone hostage. All right, number 7, pseudonyms are used by authors. Well, this is true because a lot of times authors don't use their real names when they're writing a book. They use a different name that they've made up. Number 8, it's nice to visit a hospitable city or country. Well, this one would be true because you don't want to go to a place that's going to treat you badly. You want somewhere that's going to be welcoming, that you feel happy to be there. Number 9, Feb is an acronym for February. All right, this one is a no. And the reason for that is because this is an abbreviation. So you shorten the word. It's not actually standing for the first letter of each word used. And number 10, antonyms are the opposite of one another. Well, we know that an antonym is different than a synonym. Synonym is the same, antonym is the opposite. So this one's going to be yes.